Hey everybody, Jake Newton here with CPPS and got another video for y'all. Today I'm talking about why mental illness is not a good predictor of mass shootings. You know, whether in the news or elsewhere, we often hear that mental illness is the determining factor as to why someone commits an act of targeted violence, such as an active assailant. The truth is that research shows there's no clear link between mental illness and violence. Now, while it is true that some perpetrators of extreme violence were found to have mental illnesses, many mass shooters had no such diagnosis. Actually, there's a great study by the FBI that they did a couple years ago that showed that only 25% of mass shooters had a diagnosed mental illness. So while it may be one of many factors to consider, solely focusing on mental illness as the cause of mass violence is not an effective indicator. What is effective is looking at behavioral changes, warning sign behaviors that we call behaviors of concern. These often observable behaviors can indicate when someone is progressing towards potential targeted intentional violence. What commonly happens is someone will take on a grievance, whether real or perceived, and due to an inability to cope with life's challenges, the individual may begin to see that violence is the answer, if not the only answer to the problems that they're experiencing. So for those that do, they'll progress through this evolutionary process exhibiting these observable behaviors that can indicate this person may be heading towards potential violence. These may be behaviors such as life challenges, work and personal, new fascination with violence, access to or a new interest and unusual interest with gaining weapons, decrease in hygiene or change in appearance, increasing belligerence, somebody that collects injustices, posting online indicating that they're intending to commit some sort of act of violence. We call that leakage. Or some other significant behavioral change from their steady state behavior, that behavior they have day in and day out. There are also other factors like the environmental conditions the individual might be experiencing. But it's important to note that many individuals exhibiting one or more of these behaviors won't become violent, and that's oftentimes the case. Nonetheless, these are common warning signs exhibited by individuals who've committed violence in the past and merit consideration. It's also important that once these behaviors are observed, particularly if the behaviors are bundled together or clustered, that we share that information with trained professionals who can review this situation in the totality of the circumstances and identify that best path forward, otherwise known by professionals as intervention strategies. While an individual's current mental state is absolutely a part of the overall assessment process, it should not be viewed as a sole determining factor for the potential of violence, but rather a piece of a much larger puzzle. So thank you so much for the time, and hopefully you found something a little bit valuable within this video. But thanks for watching. Leave your comments down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And of course, until next time, CPPS signing off. Thanks.